Hi everyone, welcome to this quick video about how to use the macro quick bar in Roll20 to make your gameplay in Call of Cthulhu a little quicker and easier. Now, this is not going to be anything new for veteran players, but for those of you who are new players, you may find a few things here that will help you just streamline the play. So you may recall that when you're playing Call of Cthulhu, a lot of the dice rolls that you're going to do are based on the D100. Right? And it's very easy to roll a D100 from the toolbar on the left, but you also probably know that when you open up your character's toolbar, but you also probably know that whenever you open up your character's character sheet, you can do rolls for various skills right from the character sheet. And I actually think it's kind of fun to have the character sheet open and do the rolls for the various skills, right? The handgun skill. Oh, that was a hard success. That was pretty good. Or say Imogen has to pilot a boat. Didn't do so well that time. Maybe she's investigating something and she needs to roll. Maybe she's investigating and she needs to roll spot hidden. That was a hard success. Very nice. And there's nothing wrong with using the character sheet and double tapping it there to tuck it away somewhere and bringing it out again later on when you need it to make a roll. But for those of you who want to just make the experience a little bit smoother and easier for some of your common actions, you can use this thing over here called the macro quick bar. So if you go to the collection tab and you say show macro quick bar, you'll notice a little bar opens up here at the bottom. And Call of Cthulhu is a game of investigation, and you're going to do things like spot hidden and listen quite a lot. So what happens, say, if we know that we're going to run spot hidden a lot, why don't we just take that and drag it down here into that toolbar? And let's say that Imogen, I think, might wind up running, let's say Imogen winds up using her listen skill quite often. We can put that in the toolbar as well. And she's also quite a charming person. Right? So in a lot of the investigation part of the game, she might find those skills to be really useful. And if I have that down in the bar right there, I can roll spot hidden right from the toolbar. Or if I have it down here in the macro quick bar, I can roll that right from the macro quick bar. Spot hidden. Right. Listen. Charm. Oh, extremely charming. Nice job, Imogen. And of course, there are going to be some parts of the game where you might get into a little bit of trouble. So there's a dodge skill that might come in handy. Right. Didn't quite make that one. But also, she might be a bit of a brawler, which is quite good, right? Maybe she's got to throw some punches once in a while. That one did not go so well. But the other thing that's kind of useful, if you have a special weapon and you set it up just right, she happens to have a dagger here that she keeps in a leather sheath in her arm, or she happens to have a dagger here that she keeps in a leather sheath attached to her arm. You can take that dagger and drag it over here to the macro toolbar as well. It's got kind of a funny name, but we can fix that. You can see here we can click it to roll it right from the character sheet, but we can also click it to roll it right from the macro quick bar. Those did not go so well. But we've set it up just right so that if it did go well, it would even tell us the damage. Now let's just tidy some things up. So since I'm the one who's playing Imogen, I can do things like change my toolbar just to say things like dagger, right? And all I'm doing is I'm right-clicking on it to change the name. Right-click, rename. This is her brawl skill. Right-click, rename. Let's call this one dodge. Name charm. Name listen. Name spot hidden. And what I can even do is I can change the colors. So when the game is not that dangerous, and we're just investigating. Well, why don't I make these green color, color, green, color, green as well. And when we get into combat, maybe the stakes are a little bit higher. Well, let's make those red. Now, of course, those aren't all of her actions. You could certainly make a macro quick bar that has a lot more actions, but for the things that are referenced often, rather than going back to the character sheet, you can just access the commands right here. You can just access the skills right here from the macro quick bar. I wish some of these rolls were going a little bit better. Ah, there we go. Let's end on that one. An extreme success for a dodge. Thanks for watching.